Greetings. We've been looking at resurrection stories during this week after Easter. And today's story is from the resurrection in Matthew 28, verse 1. Now, and I want you to pay attention here. I'm going to stop throughout this reading, but I want you to pay attention especially to the verbs, the action that's going on in this text. Now, after the Sabbath, toward the dawn of the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to the tomb. And behold, there was a great earthquake. I don't know if we think about that, but a great earthquake. And listen to what happens with this earthquake, because something's showing up and is different here than we would have expected. So there's a great earthquake. For an angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone and sat on it. So this earthquake happened as the angel was coming from heaven down to earth. And then he rolls back the stone. Apparently it wasn't too hard for him to do. And then I love the kind of the image of, can you imagine this angel rolling back the stone and then he sits on it? You know, like, I got this taken care of. His appearance, listen to his appearance. His appearance was like lightning. Think about how that looked. His appearance was like lightning. His clothing white as snow. And for fear of him, listen to what happens to the Roman Empire here. For fear of him, the guards trembled and became like dead men. So this is a powerful Roman government. Really doesn't hold a match to God, does it? Might be a good thing to remember. They were like dead men. But the angel said to the women, "Don't be afraid, for I know that you seek Jesus who is crucified. He's not here, he's risen, as he said." And then this next verb, come, which this is a verb that it's not in Greek, not an optional thing. It's like eat your dinner, come. You don't have a choice. What they're going to do next, they don't have a choice. They're going to do this. See the place where he lay. So the angel's telling them, you got to come and look at this. You have no option. Come. And then he said, and here's another verb where there is no option. He says, go. Come and go. And quickly. And tell the disciples that he is risen from the dead. And behold, he is going before you to Galilee. That's where they all hung out. That's where Jesus found most of his disciples. They were fishing on the Sea of Galilee. And there you will see him. See, I have told you. Just in case you didn't catch it. See, I have told you. So they departed quickly for the tomb with fear and great joy and ran to tell the disciples. Now there's going to be another surprise here. And behold, Jesus met them and said, greetings. Hi, how are you? And they fell and they came up and took hold of Jesus' feet. Isn't that amazing? They couldn't do anything else but just be on the ground in front of Jesus when they realized that he was alive and that he was indeed God. And worshipped him. And they worshipped him. And then Jesus said to them, do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee, and there they will see him. And we'll know as we look at some text coming up that they went back to fishing. And that's where Jesus finds them. He prepares a meal, a breakfast meal, because in that time they fished all night. We'll talk about this more later. But they're going to see Jesus in Galilee, back home where they came from. And it is there that he'll tell them what he wants them to do. So this is kind of helpful in a lot of ways, is that, first of all, when God shows up, no power on earth can withstand God's presence. That's important to remember. And also that God is full of surprises. The resurrection is a surprise to everyone who comes in contact with Jesus afterwards. They're all surprised. They're all fearful. But that's important. It's important for us during this difficult time to remember that God is a God of surprises. And he is going to surprise us by using this event that we're in, this place where none of us are happy about having to stay home, but we have to stay home. But God is going to surprise us, with new things, with different things. Look for God to surprise you in what ways he will surprise you in the days, in the weeks, and in the months ahead. God bless you, and take care.